We all think we know the zebra, right? That classic black and white animal from the savannah. But what if I told you it's one of nature's biggest puzzles, with secrets that scientists are even now still trying to figure out? Today, we're going to peel back those stripes and see what's really going on.
Okay, let's just get right to it. It's the first question everyone asks, and it seems so simple. But trust me, the answer is anything but. This one question has been debated for decades, and the truth is way more complex and, honestly, way more interesting than you'd think. So let's start by trying to crack the code that's hidden in that famous coat, because it is definitely not just for show. That pattern is this super sophisticated piece of evolutionary tech, and it has some seriously powerful functions. What's so fascinating here is that there isn't just one single answer. Scientists have a few really compelling theories. For one, the stripes might be a kind of natural air conditioner, creating these tiny little air currents that keep the zebra cool. Or they could be a bug repellent. Nope, seriously. Biting flies, like the dangerous tsetse fly, seem to get confused and just hate landing on those bold patterns. And then, of course, there's the one you've probably heard of, predator infusion. This whole predator confusion thing has a really cool name, motion dazzle. Just picture a lion trying to chase down a whole herd of zebras. At full speed, all those moving stripes just blur together into this chaotic, almost dizzying spectacle. It becomes incredibly hard for that lion to pick out just one zebra from that shifting mass of lines. It's kind of like trying to grab one specific barcode in a swirling storm of them. Pretty clever, huh? And get this, the pattern isn't uniform at all. In fact, it's a completely unique identifier. Just like a human fingerprint, no two are the same. Conservationists are now even using AI to analyze these patterns, which lets them track individual zebras out in the wild. All right, so this brings us to that classic playground debate, the ultimate question. Take a look. Are zebras white animals with black stripes, or are they black animals with white stripes? Go ahead, take a guess.
And the answer is, they're black animals with white stripes. Yep. If you were to, shave a zebra, you'd find its skin underneath is all dark. The white stripes are actually the addition. So at its core, a zebra is a black animal. So now you know.
But there is so much more to a zebra than just its coat. Beyond that iconic look, these animals are the absolute embodiment of survival. I mean, they evolved in one of the most dangerous places on Earth, constantly surrounded by lions and hyenas, and their entire biology is just perfectly fine-tuned for that reality. And this leads to another really interesting question. We domesticated their close relatives, horses, donkeys, thousands of years ago, so why aren't we riding around on zebras?
Well, the answer is all in their core instinct. See, unlike horses, zebras never had the luxury of a peaceful evolution. Their world was a constant fight for survival, and that hardwired them to be aggressive, super unpredictable, and deeply untrusting. Their motto is basically attack fast, escape fast, and trust no one. It's what makes them such ultimate survivors, but it's also the very thing that makes them impossible to tame.
And when I say aggressive, I am not kidding. A single kick from a zebra's back legs can deliver a mind-blowing 3,000 pounds per square inch of force. To put that into perspective, that's more than enough power to completely shatter a lion's jaw. One kick can take a predator right out of the fight, just like that. So yeah, it's not their bite you have to worry about. As wildlife experts always say, a zebra's hind legs are its real weapons. Predators learn really quickly to be careful when coming from behind. Their whole defensive toolkit is just incredible. First off, their eyes are on the sides of their head, which gives them this nearly 350-degree view to spot danger from almost anywhere. Second, while a lion might be a sprinter, a zebra is a marathon runner. It can keep up speeds of around 60 kilometers per hour for a really long time. And finally, they even sleep smart. They take turns standing guard so the herd is never totally vulnerable. So we have this picture of a tough, aggressive, fiercely independent survivor, right? But does that mean they're loners? Not even close. And this is where their story takes another really surprising turn. So let's dive into their hidden social world, because underneath that tough guy exterior is a really complex system of communication, of community, and even something that looks an awful lot like friendship. One of the coolest ways they communicate is with their ears. They're like these little antennas, just broadcasting their mood. If their ears are pointing forward, that zebra is curious. If they're pulled back, flat against its head, it's angry or feels threatened.
And when they're standing straight up, that animal is on high alert. It's this subtle but really effective language. And their sounds are just as unique. A zebra doesn't neigh like a horse. Not at all. Instead, they have this almost comical range of noises, from sounds that are like a dog barking or yipping to these whiny calls and deep guttural snorts. Every single sound means something different to the rest of the herd. And here's the part that really gets me. Zebras form these incredibly deep social bonds. Researchers have actually watched them form best friend pairs that can last for years. They'll groom each other, rest their heads on each other's backs, and protect one another. It just shows this level of social and emotional depth that most people just don't associate with them. And this social bond is never more important than during their annual mega migration. Every year, thousands of them travel up to 500 miles. I mean, that's an incredible distance, all in search of fresh grass and water. It's this grueling, dangerous journey, but their instinct and their bond as a herd just keep them going. So when you put it all together, what you get is an animal that is so much more than its stripes. The zebra is really a walking, breathing puzzle, a masterpiece of evolution, a masterclass in survival, and a creature with a surprisingly deep social intelligence that we're really only just beginning to understand. Which kind of leaves us with one last thought. We see zebras everywhere, in zoos, documentaries, even on logos. They feel so familiar to us. But if an animal this common can hold so many profound secrets, it really makes you wonder, what other mysteries are out there, hiding in plain sight, just waiting for us to notice?